Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to show you how to do all the maintenance on this Eufy C20 robot vacuum cleaner. Here I've got this kit that contains all of these, which I'll put a link to it in the show description notes. I'll put a link. We're going to change the dust bag, mop pads, brush rollers, side brush. Now I have had this robot for about 6 or 7 months now. The price point is the issue for me. Now it did get a Just a Dad sticker seal of approval, but right now it's $400. And for $400, I think you can get a little bit better robot. You can see all the robots that I approve of at justadadapproved.com and sign up for my email. I will email you whenever robots go on sale, because guess what? Just last week, this Dream L10S was on sale for $300. This is a better robot than that Eufy. This did get my Just a Dad sticker seal of approval, but if the price comes down to around $250, $275, it's an okay robot. But again, I just think there's better robots. So let's get started. I haven't had any problems with it. For me, it just comes down to price point. I'm going to show you some hacks. We got dirty water tanks. Now these will start to stink like crazy. We're going to take, I've got mine cleaned out, but I'm going to show you some hacks. We're going to use Efferdent tablets, a cleaning brush. The clean water tank, there's usually nothing to do in here. If you're getting lime buildup from hard water, you may have to put some vinegar in there to make sure the float goes up and down. And there is a filter in the bottom of this. If it gets clogged up with lime, you may have to take that off and put that in some vinegar. But, all right, we're done up here. Let's do the dust bag. So I will put a link to these. These are a generic dust bag. I'll put a link to them in the show description notes. You're simply going to pull this. That blocks it off. We'll cut it open just to see. But I'm glad we don't have any leakage or anything. Take the new dust bag, make sure it doesn't get in the way. We got to slide it in this track, but make sure it goes all the way. There is a micro switch. All right, yeah, then that is flush. And then just kind of move it here and make sure the door, yeah. Okay, there, it did get caught there. All right, let's try this again. I was trying to avoid that. Make sure just the cardboard slides in. That goes, yeah, there. That's better. Nothing's in the track. This is all flush. Now we can put this back. Done. Every 2 months to 3 months. This does get pretty dirty, but I love we can take this over to the sink. There's not a whole lot to clean up here, but I can take this to the sink and get this all nice and clean. Okay, let's take a look at the dustbin. This gets really dirty. And this filter inside here, you should be cleaning this every couple weeks, but I never do, about once a month. That's got some really fine dirt, but it is reusable. So what I like about this kit, now that you have some extra filters, you can rinse this, let it dry in the sun. While this is drying, you can put this one in there. But let's take the dustbin. We'll take it over to the sink. There is a filter up here we're gonna clean. We can wash all of that. Everything looks good down here. Let's flip it over. We do have some sensors to clean. The front LiDAR sensor here. Make sure I'd wipe this whole thing down. These cliff sensors right here, these little, there's 3 of them. Make sure you get them nice and clean. It does have a carpet sensor. Now, I will put a link to this in the show description notes. It's a fan or a blower. Turn it on, and we just want to lightly blow some air. I have 3 levels. I'm going to turn it on the lowest level. Just kind of lightly blow some air. And you could stick something down there like a towel. Just very carefully. Do not damage that though. Typically it doesn't need cleaned, but if it's very dirty, you may have to. All right, let's lift this up, pinch those tabs up. How has our hair wrap been doing? These come off. You rotate that one that way. That way all the hair wrap comes off, so not too bad. And we can take this to the sink and clean it. It doesn't need replaced yet. Here's what a new one looks like, but there's lots of dirt buildup. So we can rotate that. We do have some hair. Not too bad though. And then there's like a little bearing surface. Lift the mop pads off. They just come straight up. These, I can put these in the laundry, but I am gonna put the new set on. Here's what the new set looks like. And again, these are from Eufy. So I think you want to line up. These are kind of like octagon maybe. Yeah, it's a little hard on the new set to line up the octagon. Nope, I didn't get it. This is harder than I thought. There, I think that's got it. So take your time, kind of find The new ones aren't as defined. Lift this up. They're kind of flat. And make sure you push down. Again, there's a flat side. Yeah, right there, I think. Yeah. And push down and engage the Velcro all along. If you don't, it'll roll up. So the robot looks in really good shape. The comb is on the door, which we'll take a look at. All right, the side brush is in good shape, but if I need to change it, it's a #1 Phillips. Hold it. A #2 Phillips fits it better, sorry. Unscrew it. It's a long-winded screw, and it's hard. The new ones come with a screw in it. That's a long-winded screw. So grab this. You may have some hair wrap underneath there. It's got like a gear icon. Kind of line it up, and then you got to screw it down. Very long-winded. All right, we're good. Here's the old door. They give you a new door. I'm not sure why they give you a new door. That seems like an expensive part. I've never had these go bad. Maybe that rubber seal starts to fray. I wouldn't think the metal would go away or anything, but I've never had too much damage with, there is kind of a seal here. And here's what the new door looks like. I mean, I guess after time it would wear out, but it seems like if you wash this and take care of it, that's an expensive part. I'm going to reuse this. I'll wash this. And I did say I was going to cut the bag open. I just kind of cut it open just to show people. Ooh, it is really full of dirt. Now, this one I did have it in my house for a while. It typically makes it back. Again, I did some testing on it. It does pick up dog hair, but the bag is nice and sealed. You know, this one does tend to get stuck more than you would like, so you got to kind of fine-tune the app with no-go zones. So I'll put a link to this. This is a great cleaning brush from Walmart, $5. This is the world-famous Just a Dad cleaning brush. You're going to clean this out. Since they get so stinky, I like to use the scrubbing bubbles. And then the hack is, when you're all done, you can spray Listerine mouthwash in it, or these Effordent tablets, which are super cheap. Just take one of these tablets. Every time you empty it, just throw it in there. And as the dirty water fills up, it kills the bacteria. These work amazing. Okay, now for the most satisfying part is when we clean this. Again, this has to be done every couple weeks, and you should let it dry in the sun. Really fine dust in there. But they are meant to be reused. So there, that one's pretty much all clean. And now I can let that dry in the sun. Let's go ahead and wash. These brush rollers get extremely dirty. You wouldn't think they would. It's also, you have to let these dry in the sun too. This gets pretty dirty too. Again, I would let it dry in the sun. Same with the dustbin. Now this thing gets really dirty. Don't think I can take any more off. I was hoping that maybe I could access that. Oh yeah. That little filter thing comes out. So we can take this, let's get the dustbin all nice and clean. Take it out in the sun. This little filter. And then don't forget about this. This gets really dirty, but this brush just works the perfect. I mean, I've tested brushes. You wouldn't think you'd have to test brushes, but I did. And this is amazing. So I like that the tray comes out. Yeah, very nice. Now, if you're in a hurry, I'll put a link to this. This is a pretty high-powered blower. You can blow everything dry, except for the filter. I blew the dustbin all dry. So let's put this in. Let's grab a new filter. This filter is the same size as the C10, but the brush roller is different. So simply just put it in here like this. It's going to be nice and flush. Then this bottom, this goes in like this. Okay. Close this. This should be all flush. Lift the handle. Put it in. Now, I made sure this was all clean. There's like a little flapper there. Make sure that's clean. Put it in. Put the handle down. You're good to go here. Flip it over. Again, you could wipe this down. Mine's in really good shape though. Grab the new brush roller. I got the other one drying in the sun. Put the square end in over here. Rotate it down. I just blew the door dry. Put the front feet in here. Rotate and click it into place. And the new mop pads, they simply just click into place. Over here. This cleaned up really well. I like that tray. This has some really nice features that I do like. And wipe this off. Put that little indent first and then down. Yeah, normally lists for $700. It's not a $700 robot. That's not too bad of a price, but I do think there's better. Okay, click the little gear icon up here. Go down to accessory usage and hit reset. And then you're going to go down and reset those. Dust bag even has a reminder. My reset's not working right now. I think the robot is out of juice. So this will keep your robot running good. This is going to fix low suction. Definitely keep up with that dust bin filter. Again, check out my website, justadadapproved.com. These are all some of the really best robots going right now. This one's not, it's been around a while. It's not too bad. It's just when there's some others on sale, like the Mova P10 Pro was on sale for $450. That's an amazing robot. That's like a double good robot, better than this, and only for $150 more. So again, check out my website, justadadapproved.com. Sign up for the email. I'm not going to send out a bunch of emails just when a really good robot that I highly recommend is on sale. Not every robot on sale. It's got to pass my testing. It's usually going to be a gold star robot. We have a couple over here with gold stars. Then there's some others. There's some Roborocks that when they go on sale, again, these sales are just such random times. I want to get you the best robot money can buy. That could be all different price ranges from $200 all the way up to $1,500. So again, check out my website, justadadapproved.com. I have all the videos. And again, this is the reason behind these videos. When I approve of it, this has my stamp of seal of approval. So I have a video that shows you how to set it up. I have a video that shows you how to do all the maintenance. And that goes for all the videos that are all the robots that I approve of. You're going to be able to find all those videos. Search in Google, just a dad Eufy C20, and it should bring up all the videos that I have on this robot. And again, justadadapproved.com, sign up for the email. I really do appreciate everybody's support. If you could, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.